Welcome to this presentation. You are watching VLSI Design Lecture Series. Today we are going to discuss about the Xilinx architecture. In Xilinx logic block, lookup table is used to implement any number of different functionality. And the input lines go to the input and enable the lookup table. The output of the lookup table gives the result, and it has to be implemented by using that lookup table, and the logic function can be easily implemented. But that lookup table is implemented using SRAM technology. What you see here is the architecture of the Xilinx, which is based on LUT, that is lookup table. A k input logic function is implemented using 2 power k/1 size SRAM. A number of different possible functions for k input LUT is 2 power k. And the advantage of such architecture is that it supports the implementation of so many logic functions. However, the disadvantage here is that it's unusually a large number of memory cells required to implement such a logic block in case the number of inputs is large. So this diagram shows the 5 input LUT based implementation, and a k input LUT based logic block can be implemented in a number of different ways with trade-off between the performance and logic intensity. And this fixed array of configurable logic blocks connectable by a system of past transistors, and they are driven by SRAM cells in the Xilinx general architecture. And the CLB consists of 2 flip-flop per CLB, 2 per IO cell, and 25 gates per cell for logic, and 32 bits of SRAM per CLB, and special fast carry logic between CLBs. And the interconnects are usually direct and general purpose wires replaced with more efficient single length and double length lines. Sufficient resources for the most applications. And the main features of the Xilinx is the synchronous single and dual port RAM, internal 3-state buffer, system performance to 80 MHz, and 0.5 SRAM process technology. The functional block or logic blocks are logic element, logic module, or logic unit, or logical block. Whatever it may be, it is used to implement the combinational and sequential logic. Interconnects are nothing but the wires which are used to connect the inputs and outputs of the logic block. IO blocks are special logic blocks at the periphery of the device for external connections. And this 5 input LUT based implementation of logic block LUT based design provides for better logic block utilization. A k input LUT based logic block can be implemented in a number of different ways with trade-off between the performance and logic density. And n LUT can be shown as a direct implementation of the function of truth table. Each of the latch holds the value of the function corresponding to one input combination. For example, 2 input LUT, which is shown here, which uses a flip-flop and a multiplexer and a latch. And next we'll focus on ultra logic block. Ultra logic block has evolved from early PDs. It consists of fan in up to 100 input and gates feeding into OR gate, and with the 3 to 8 inputs. The advantage of large fan in here is that the large fan in AND gates based implementation is that the few logic blocks can implement the entire functionality, and thereby producing the amount of area required for interconnects. So Ultra Corporation was a manufacturer of programmable device, logic device actually, and the main product lines or Ultraware are Stritex and mid-range of area and lowest cost Cyclone series. The company was founded in 1983 by Semiconductor, and this ultra logic block has the advantage of power manufacture and less consumption of static power. So to improve, the power manufacturer provides the low power consuming logic blocks at the expense of delay. Such logic blocks have gates with a high threshold. As a result, they consume less power. These logic blocks can be used in non-critical paths and ultra and Xilinx or coarse grain architecture. So for example, Ultraflux 8000 series is an example of Ultra company which consists of 3-level hierarchy, and however the lowest level of hierarchy consists of set of lookup tables rather than the SPLD block, and so the Flux 8000 is categorized here as an FPGA. And it should be noted that the Flux 8000 is a combination of FPGA and CPLD technologies. Flux 8000 is the FPGA which consists of LABs, that is each LAB contains 8 logic elements. So a chip contains 208 to 1296 LEs, totaling 2500 to 16000 usable gates. So here the LABs are arranged in rows and columns connected by fast track interconnect with IOE elements, that is input output elements at the edges, which you can see in the figure. So Flux 8000 is a SRAM based and features a 4 input LED as its logic block. Logic capacity ranges from about 4000 gates to more than 15,000 for the 8000 series. The overall architecture of Ultraflux 8000 is shown here, and each logic element contains 4 input lookup table, and they can produce any function of 4 variables. And the programmable flip-flops can configure D, T, SR, JK or bypass. So it has clock, clear and preset signals that can come from dedicated inputs, IO pins and other LEs. It also has carry chain and cascade chain. The carry chain provides a very fast and carry forward between lookup LEs, and they feeds both LUT and next part of the chain, and they are very good for high speed adders and counters. The cascade chain provides wide fan-in. The adjacent LEs, LUTs can compute parts of the function in parallel. Cascade chain then serially connects intermediate values and can use either a logical AND and logical OR to connect the outputs to adjacent LEDs. Each additional LEs provides for more inputs to the width of the function. So the Ultraflux can be normal or arithmetic and up-down counter model. So here each mode uses LE resources differently. 7 out of 10 inputs will be used, that is for 4 data from LAB local interconnect and feedback from register and carry in and cascade in and go to specific destination to implement the function. And the remaining 3 provide the clock, clear and preset for register. And this Ultraflux 8000 can be operated in different modes called normal mode. This normal mode is used for general logic applications and wide decoding functions that can benefit from the cascade chain. The next mode is arithmetic mode, which provides the 3 input LUTs to implement adders, accumulators and comparators. One LUT provides a 3-bit function, other LUT generates a carry bit. And the up-down counter mode provides counter enable, synchronous up-down counter and control and data loading options. It uses 2 3-input LUTs, and one LUT generates counter data and the other LUT generates the fast carry bit. It uses 2:1 multiplexer for synchronous data loading, clear and preset for asynchronous data loading. And this Ultraflux 8000 faster interconnects, they have device-wide rows and columns. Each LE is in LAB's drives 2 columns channels which connects that column, and each LE in LAB drives 1 row channel which connects to other labs in that row. The 3:1 multiplexer connect either LE outputs or column channels to row channels. 8 IO elements are that at the end of the each row and column are used. Some restrictions on how many rows and column channels the each IOE connects to. So it contains a register that can be used for either input or output, and it is associated IO pins or can be used as either input or output or bidirectional pins. Loading the Flux 8000 SRAM with the programming information is called configuration, and it takes about 100 milliseconds. After configuration, the device initializes itself and resets its registers, enables its IO pins, and begins normal operation. The configuration and installation is called command, and mode and normal operation are called user mode. And 6 configuration schemes are available with UltraFlux 8000: active serial, flux configuration, and EEPROM clock signals keeps getting new values in sequence, and active parallel up and active parallel down. Flux 8000 gives the configuration EEPROM sequence of address to read data from the devices. And the passive parallel synchronous and passive parallel asynchronous, passive serial and passively receives data from some host. So the basic logic block called the logic element contains a 4 input LUT, a flip-flop, a special purpose carry circuitry for arithmetic circuits. The LE also includes the cascade circuitry that allows the for efficient implementation of wide AND functions. So here you can see the detailed LE structure, which consists of lookup tables and cascade, multiplexer and delatch. In the Flux 8000, LEs are grouped into a set of 8 called logic array blocks, and each LAB contains local interconnect, and each local via can connect any LE to any other LE within the same LAB. Local interconnect also connects to the Flux 8000's global interconnect called fast track. All fast track wires, horizontal wires are identical, and so interconnect delays in the Flux 8000 are more predictable than FPGAs that employ many smaller length segments because they are fewer programmable switches in the longer path. So this diagram shows the configuration of the logic array block or LAB, and next we will move on to FPGA interconnect architecture. Thank you.